Okay, I'm back. I just had a good supper that my daughter made. I was very relieved. So I just took the barrel off the stock. Next thing I want to do is draw by the barrel. And you can see here is pitted here. Really bad. I have no idea what happened. It must be in the box so long. So you do not have to draw by the whole side. All you need is like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 side. From here, because it's going to be a barrel whip, you're not going to see it. So let's try and see what happens. Hopefully it works out. So I'm going to put it on a pipe. I'm going to lubricate with the chalk. I'm going to go real slow. I'm going to try to keep it level. But you don't want to rock back and forth. I'm going to move back so I can take that out. This should hold okay. Well, it's cut pretty good now. Yeah, that should be. I'm going to keep going. It might take a while. So there's no point in staying there watching to up there. Otherwise you might get bored, fall asleep. I'm going to keep doing it. I'd like to know how it turns out. Although it took me 30 minutes on one side, it came out beautiful. I removed the machining mark from the factory and it pitted from rusting. Like I said, it was in the box. Must be in there for a long time. Another thing I want to point it out. As you see me in the previous time, I had this on the clamp. The problem is, this was giving me an attitude. So I come up with this solution. How to put a piece of coated plywood, a barrel on, stack it on this clamp. It was a problem, so I can consider it nice and it works smoothly. Well, we get it dark out now. I think I'm going to call for a night. I'll be back on it in a couple of days. So stick around. I'll be back with you. Hello, welcome back to day 4. I'm still working on the barrel draw barrel. I have a barrel 4 more sides to do yet. It was pretty bad pitted. I have to keep doing it until it's nice and flat. But it's time consuming. But it'll be well worth it when it's done. So I'm going to keep doing it until I get to it. But who knows how long will it take. I'm gonna keep doing it. When it's done, I'll get back and hopefully I'll see the result of the bell. Stick it around. Well, it's spent total about 6 hours to draw a ballot to remove the machining mark. And you see the result. It's a lot of work. It's unbelievable. I never draw a ballot this bad. But, like I said, if you keep drawing ballot, it'll be well worth it. Now I'm going to do draw ballot, the top, and remove the pitting. I'm going to set this up, and I'll get right back to you. Okay, now I have this bell set on the bike. What I'm going to do is draw ballot, the top, and take your time. You want to keep it square. You get all the pitted metal. I'm going to take a chair. Well, another thing is, I put a piece of t-shirt in the bell so you don't go in the bell to protect it. I'm going to cut it off. Lubricator. It shows out it's pretty bad. Gonna need more ballot. It'll probably take about 20 minutes or so. And keep on going. I'll show you the result. Be right back. Everything square. I just finished it. Perfect. Like I said, it took me about 20 minutes or 30 minutes so. And look at how I remove it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get it stowed and around the inside. And I spent a lot of time drawing ballot. And now I'm going to quit for the evening. And get it darker out and time for me to get supper. So next time I'm going to work on the stock. I'm going to sand 100 grit up to whatever needs to be done. So hopefully the next time I'll get back to you, we'll go on this bill. You'll have a good night. Well, welcome back to the doghouse. It's day by. I apologize that you got video. What I did with this and the muscle to get the pitting. What I did was file smooth that. Then I took a round stove and I used a brace. I grind it by hand real easy, get the router edges in there. I take it nice and slow. And the results, it came out really good. Then later on, like I said, I'm going to be sanding 120 with emery cloth. Then up to 220. Right now, I'm going to do some stock sanding. Get all the bio marks out. I'm going to start with 100 grit. Well, I'm going to set this up. I'm going to get the sandpaper out and stuff. I'll be right back in a moment. Okay, I got my sandpaper ready. Now I'm gonna sand it with 100 grit. What I'm doing, I'm taking a bio mark off. Well, I spent about 2 or 3 hours. I did a rough sand to get all the bio marks out. And it's coming along pretty good. And that's the most important thing, get all the bio marks out. Because you don't want to see something that look ugly when it's finished. So I'm going to call it for tonight. Tomorrow I'll finish up like 120, 150, 180, 220, 320, so on. And I gotta look nice. But after that, if I have time, possibly I'm gonna do some finishing on this stock. Then I'm gonna do polishing the metal. Brass, whatever you call it. Well, I'm gonna call it tonight. Hoping I'll get back to you this week. You take care.
Tonight as the sun sets, I am the predator.
I'm the predator.
I'm the predator.
Look at that thing.
I'm the predator.
I'm the predator.
Nothing ever made me feel like a part of the environment, like a true predator, until now.
Good afternoon. It's day 6. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep on sanding. I'm gonna use 120 grit. Hopefully I get up to 220 grit. Right now, last night, I used 100 grit, get all the file marks off, which it comes out pretty good. And brass was so easy to sand because it's soft metal. So I'm gonna continue doing it for as long as I can take. And hopefully it turns out I'll be done by today. And we'll go from there. Stick around, we'll get back to you. Well, I spent 2.5 hours. I sanded all that. Did all the file marks up to 220 grit. Now next thing I want to do is polish the brass part. The rest of it here is already polished, so I don't need to take them off. The only thing I'm going to do is take that off is the butt plate. And I took the butt plate, made it on a jig. So I can put all the bites and hold down. Makes it easier on my hand. So I have a trigger guard, so I'm going to screw this down. Facing it with jig, so I can use some sand with cloth with 120 grit up to 300 grit or 400, whichever comes out nice. So I'm gonna keep on sanding it. It may take a while, but who knows? I never polished brass that much, so I'm gonna continue doing it. Once I get that sanded, I'm going to sand the butt plate. We're going to set all the pipes and keep sanding. So I can remove the wash, scratch marks, stuff like that. So I'm going to keep going. And I'll get right back to you. Well, I just got done. I polished up to 400 grit. Look at the result. Came out beautiful. It took me about an hour and a half. But brass was soft metal. It was so much easier to sand, I think. I never polished brass before. Well, it's getting late. I'm gonna get ready to eat supper now. I'm gonna call for a day. So next time I'm gonna work on the stock. I'm gonna put some alcohol dye stain on and do a number of coats on it. And probably a bit of sanding with that and see how it goes. Well folks, thank you for watching it. You all have a good night.
Hey everyone, Mike Fair here from Team Heated Hunts. Today I want to talk to you about our heated scent dispenser here. It has a silicone heater in the top up here with 2 felt wicks that go on either side of it. You spray that down with some scent you have. I just happen to have here some Brute Buck from Heated Hunts. You would spray this down and then you turn on your heater here. This is powered by 4 AA batteries. It'll last up to 14 hours depending on the temperatures outside. It has a 1 ounce chamber to hold your liquids, whatever scent you'd like to use. We do have some at Heated Hunts we recommend you use with the dispenser. So you would spray down your wick here when you get to your hunting spot, hang it in the tree, recommend 4 to 5 feet, 6 feet off the ground. What this element here is going to do for you is it heats up your scent to the actual body temperature of a deer, so that's going to be more attractive to the deer too. Plus when it heats up your scent here, it disperses it even better throughout the air, which gets, you know, we all like to get our scent out as far as we can, and it also keeps your stuff from freezing. We all know how that really stinks. You get down in your stand and your stuff's all frozen, or it's frozen within 10 minutes after you get in there due to the temperatures. Like today it's 25 degrees out, so I decided to come out here and show you how this works. Like I said, this is going to add a lot of advantages to your hunt. It's going to keep your scent nice and heated up so it doesn't freeze. It's going to disperse the scent of whatever scent you're using. Say it's the rut. Everybody loves the rut. You put your favorite doe urine on there, heated doe urine, or get some from us here at Heated Hunts. Spray that on there and hang it out. Now what I like to do is hang one in front of me about 20 yards. And then I like to put one on either side of me about 20 yards. Now you can go 20 or 30, however you'd like to do it, depending on your situation. When I'm hunting in a ground blind, I only like to use one out in front of me because I usually only have one shot. Now I will put some smaller wicks off to my left and right, which keeps to cover my area to keep my scent down and everything. But hey, check this out. Go to heatedhunts.com and see what all we got there for you guys to use this year. You're going to want to keep this in your pack. It's going to definitely help you hunt. So we'll see you at Heated Hunts.
Good evening. Welcome back to the dog house. This past weekend, I was able to work on the gun. It was so hot and humid this past weekend, like over 90 degrees. Right now it's like 9:30 at night. What I'm going to do is gonna go over the stock, and I took all our brass furniture parts off. And let me give you some tip. When I took this brass furniture off, I put them on the one, so I know where this part goes. This is the front of the nose end, this is on the right side, and this one is on the left. So I know where it's at. So I can put it back exactly the same spot. Won't be any high spot or anything like that. And so far, I think it's sanded pretty good. I'm gonna put some alcohol dye. So I'm gonna set this up on a bike. So let me get right back to you. Okay, I should put the gun stock on a bike. So I'm gonna start in the back and stay there. You use alcohol dye to stay. I'm going to keep on doing it there. And it might take me a while. And I'm going to keep on staying there and let it dry a while. And I'm going to go over with the steel wool. It might take a couple coats, see what the color that I want. I'll get right back to you. Okay, this stain is pretty much dry. What I'm going to do, I'm going to steel wool on. It's kind of like you raise your braid up. I'm checking to see if there's any scratches with anything like that. If it looks bad, I might have to take a sandpaper and re-sand it. And I hope it don't happen. It's going to take me a while to rub it out. Alright, day 7. I'm going to put a second coat of dye stain. Before that, I was working on the lock. And I apologize, I didn't catch it off film. What I did, I lubricate and I polish the pan. And it makes it easier to clean. And that's showing moisture. And the lock is functioning now. That's the lubricator stuff, it works great right now. So I've got to put that on the side. Now I'm going to put a second coat of dye stain. I'm going to leave it set for a while. It will dry. And I'm very pleased with the result. So I'm going to put a second coat on and see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna leave it set probably overnight or so. But I'm gonna come back an hour or two, see what it looks like. We're gonna go up there. I hope I can bump it out today. So stick around till the next one comes up and we'll go up there. You have a good one. Well, I spent about an hour and a half to steel water to bump it out. And now I'm gonna apply some oil finish. I'm gonna do one coat the inside of the lock with that stuff. Keep it from getting moisture in and stuff. I'm gonna give it one good coat. I'm gonna take the range rod, a pleated rod. I'm gonna weld the inside. That's where the ramrod goes. Need something to the side. Then I'll wipe it off. I think it's dried pretty bad. And I hand rub the stock with the rag. Be sure it's 100% cut. And making sure you give a good rub. You better be sure you not to put too much on, otherwise the part's not going to fit. Well, that's all I could do for now. I'm gonna let it dry. And it takes about 12 hours. Let it soak in and dry. Then tomorrow, I'm gonna steal water. See how it goes. I may have to take a couple coats, but who knows what the result of this rifle. So hopefully I'll get back to you tomorrow. You have a good night.